How to get started using pastels. Ready to learn how to use pastels for beginners. First, you will need to gather your materials, your pastel of choice, blank drawing paper or board, and space to work. There are several types of pastels, each creating different effects, and you may want to learn how to use soft pastel, the most common variety, as well as other types to see which medium you prefer or which medium works well with you. From there, you can begin practicing pastel techniques before moving to more complex projects. Though they may seem intimidating at first, don't shy away from the challenges. Each learning moment will only deepen your skill and expand what you can create with these versatile tools. Types of pastels. There are four main types of pastels: soft pastels, hard pastel, pencil pastels, and pan pastel. Each has its own unique capabilities, which you can explore whether you are learning how to use pastel on paper or on another artistic surface. As you may have gathered from their descriptions, learning how to use soft pastel and hard pastels can get a little messy. Pastel pencils, on the other hand, are designed just like conventional pencils. They are clean and easy to use. These tools are great for line drawing, outlining, detail work, and even just for drawing and doodling. One of the many draws of pastel is their ability to easily blend, and practicing this skill is simple and straightforward. First, using your pastel of choice, rub or lay as it's commonly called, some pastel on your paper using your finger or a small piece of cloth, paper towel. Gently rub it to create a blurring effect. As you continue to blend, take note of how the color of the pastel changes, how it gets lighter the more you blend, and how the pastel moves around on the page. You can also try blending colors together by laying them down on opposite side of your paper and blending towards the center of the page to create a marriage between them. So for this particular drawing, I am working majorly with pastel pencils. So pastel pencils have great advantage in terms of detailing. So it helps me outlining, it makes me to meticulously bring out some interesting and captivating features of the parrot. There are many tools out there for blending your pastel drawing. Just like I've mentioned earlier on, you can use soft paper, your hands, which is commonly used by artists. But for this particular drawing, I love blending with a soft brush, so that doesn't really create stain on my finger. So I use the brush to blend my pastel. One of the best way to enjoy shading with pastel is creating or working on layers. So for me, this has been my habit, or this has been my approach towards my artistic creations, by first creating my first layer and then working on it and then creating the final detail on it. So this way it help you build tones and help you understand the color, the highlight, the shade, and the shadows. So working with pastels can most times be really messy. So What I would advise you to do whenever you're working with your pastel is to have an extra piece of paper where you can place your hands. So while you draw, you have your hands placed on the paper. So I think because of the angles of my camera, you can't see where I placed my hand. So I have a very small little card where I place my hand to work on, to avoid smudging my pastel. So with this method, this will keep your work very clean and sharp. Pastels are indeed wonderful mediums for drawing. For me personally, I really love working with pastels. Pastels are one of my favorite mediums. There is this uniqueness, there is this effect it gives on your paper or drawing surface. And to add to that, pastels are easily blendable. You can blend pastels, and that's something I really love because especially when you're doing a realistic drawing, blending technique will really be useful in your drawings where you merge or colors blend into each other. I believe you've learned something new in this video, and if you've worked with pastel, you can drop your comment, share your experience with us in the comment section. And if this will be your first time to try out the pastel, please, I will encourage you to do that and come back to this video and tell us your experience. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and share the video. Thank you guys. Bye.